Assalamualaikum. Today I'm here with another one of my project. I have named it Perfume Zone AI Assistant. I will explain my project step by step, and I will try to explain it in English, so I can get the whole idea about how good I am in English. So let's jump to the project writer. And here, as you can see, I will reload it. I first reload this because I have already chatted with this, so there is already some history. You don't need to see it, and let's just see that what comes at first. So at first there should have been some images, so why are not the images showing? That is because I have worked on it like maybe 3 or 4 weeks back, and at that time the links I added there was working fine, but then because I hadn't really seen those and I had gotten the link from Facebook, so maybe the main website, maybe the main Facebook page, I'm sorry, maybe the links were deleted, maybe the images were deleted from Facebook, and there is where then the links are not working. So let's just keep it this way. I will obviously change the links and it will work again. So let's just see what this AI can do at first. So at first here comes a pop-up like Assalamu alaikum, and then it asks that how can it help us. So we will ask it something like because this is in Perfume Zone AI, it works with perfume and perfume oil. So let us ask it maybe to give us a price list. Give me price list. So let us see what it gives. So here it shows us the normal price list for I have selected a regular prices for all of the items, so it will give the same price for everything, but it will also it is also able to reason about this. So we will see step by step. At first it gives us a price, as you can see. So then I will ask it that it already says that if our total amount is more than 1500, it will give us 10% discount or free delivery, whichever we want. So we don't need this again. What we'll do here, we will ask it some suggest some uh, fresh smelling items. Let us see what it suggests. So as we can see, it is already suggesting. I am very sorry, the background is already noisy. I have waited very long to make this project, and the only time I get to have a little bit of free time, a little bit of silence time to make this project is this time, is this period, like from evening to night, because at this period the students are already studying or something. But today, as you can see, nothing is predictable in this campus, so anything can happen at any time. So I'm very sorry about the noise, but we will continue with the project. So as you can see, it shows us that at first it gives us that fresh smelling items. So here is this for men. At first suggested 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. It has suggested us 10 items, and then for men, and then also more 4 items for unisex, but it did not suggest us for women. I do not really know why. I will check on it. Maybe the prompt is uh, generic, or I'm sorry, I have limited the token numbers so that as we are using the free models, so that it does not really cost us much, and and I can use it for a long time, and that is why I have limited the token number, and that is why it did not show the ramen item. So as you can see, the response is broken. That's why I can change it, but it will need to be operated on a paid subscription, which I currently do not have. I am using Groq Cloud's free API and also OpenRouter's free API. So this do not really allow us to have unlimited token usage. So that's a problem. I will show you other restrictions this project has. First, I will show what are the benefits of it. So as we can see, it can suggest us based on our wanting, and then also we can also tell it that my budget is my budget is 500 per month. Suggest me some items on I will say items for summer. um, I want to take three. I want to take 3 items. Let us see what its reasoning capability is. So here, as you can see, it suggests us that within 500 taka we can take 3 ml roll-on 3 pieces, or 2 ml, oh sorry, it suggests 2 3 ml roll-ons and 1 6 ml spray. So here it successfully suggested us under 500 taka. So the total is 470 taka in the delivery charge inside Dhaka city. So this is also it is reasoning us, it is giving us reasons why it chose those items, and so it is pretty good. And how it is doing, how it is taking order. On that note, I would say that this is I have only used here LangChain. I did not use LangGraph. If I use LangGraph, I could use tool calling here. And if I use tool calling, maybe I could use an SQL server, and with the database I could use I could take orders directly from the chat. But right now I'm not doing it. I'm working on that, on the project. I'm working on a LangGraph project that will be able to do this. But right now this project is not able to take any orders. So it will, if you want to order, like I want to order, if I want to order, it will just show us a WhatsApp number or a phone calling number and the website to go and order it ourselves. Again, I want to order. If we ask it this, it will show us, yes, it will redirect us to the website so that we can go and order on the website, or we can call on this number, whichever is easy for us. So this is basically what the item is, what the AI is doing. Also, if we can ask, do you have create advantage? If yes, give me the price list. So let us see what it gives. Yes, as you can see, absolutely, we have predominant on its stock, and it is giving us prices. So as you can see, this is working quite nicely. And also here on the sidebar, I have added something. I have added contact us for the Perfume Zone website. It will take us to the website directly. Perfume Zone website, we can go and order on their site, and then again it can take us to WhatsApp, which will take us to the owner's website, owner's WhatsApp. I will not click on it, but if you want, you can try it out. And also, if we click on Facebook, it will directly take us to their Facebook page. As you can see, it is loading, and yes, this is the Facebook page of the business. And then also here I have added my information, some of my information, and then I have told what I have used here: LangChain, Groq API, OpenRouter API, HuggingFace Embeddings I have used. We will go in the code part. We will see what have we used and why I have used this. I would try to explain them. And we used Streamlit for easier web inclusion, or easier web page creating. And also we can have stats for NARS. I have created this to get some idea about what is happening on the backend. Vector store, I have used a vector store there on the side. There is and it is, if it is loaded, it will show loaded. If for any reason it cannot be loaded, it will show the problem directly, so that the business owner can easily contact the engineer and tell them that your vector store or your embedding model isn't working. Please fix this. So the exact problem is already cornered and found out easily. And also we can get how many messages we have sent this. And so this is basically the AI that is working. And there is also tips. If someone does not know what to use it for, they can also see this and ask questions on this. And also it supports Bengali language, so anyone can ask any other language. And also I have made it possible, so I could reduce this, but I have made it possible to answer anything else except the perfume. So you can, if you want anything else except the perfume, you can also ask this. It will try to answer, because I have tried to make it like friendly to customers, so a customer can use it as a chatbot too if he feels like it, and also use it for suggestions too. But I do not think that for a company chatbot this is production friendly, because a chatbot will use very much token usage. It will have great token usage, which will cost a lot of money for a company. So I would not suggest it as a for any production grade environment. But because we are using free APIs here, I implemented it. So if we ask give me a code, give me the code, so give me the code for binary search. Let's see if it gives us this. I am confident to give us this, and yes, so it gives us the code because I have let it to give this. I can obviously close this, but I did not. I have already explained why. And also, if I ask it that I have 500 taka, but my mom is sick, what should I do? Should I buy perfumes or spend it on my mom? And you will see that it gives us an exact reason. So this is why I have given it a little bit of liberty or a little bit of independence, so it can think for it yourself. But this is not really production friendly. When I will add tool calling here, I will definitely stop this uh, because else, as you can see, some user there that some AI has maybe Claude or ChatGPT AI, some of its versions have deleted entire command databases. So this is because they give this kind of independence to a chatbot, this kind of independence to an LLM, which I will stop. But right now I am allowing this because it does not really have anything to do with the databases. It cannot really take an order or update an order. It has no information on a customer. It cannot score a lead. But I will end everything on the next project, I hope, inshallah. So right now, as you can see, this is what it's doing, and now we will go to the code and I will show you what code I used and why I have used this. And here is my code. You can also come to the GitHub and see it yourself. And as you can see, that this is just for the UI, and so we will not explain this here. From here, as you can see, I have added some things on the sidebar that I have already showed you. Perfume Zone contact us or websites or WhatsApp something. So these are here, as you can see. And then after that, we have used the embedding model, and I have cached it. Why have I cached this? Because I why have I cached this? I will explain, and also why did I use BG small? There were other better embedding model, but why did I use this? At first, let us talk about what embeddings do. Embeddings are a way to numerically represent a word based on its what might I say? What might the word be? Based on its semantic meaning, not really the exact meaning, but on the semantic meanings it works. And according to its semantic meaning, what will it do? It will divide those. So it was a minor inconvenience. There is our Tablik's Amish head is already sick, so he is on my room, and that is why there were some inconveniences. There was some noises. I'm sorry for that. Now we will get back to the code. As you can see, I have already explained that what does embeddings do? Embeddings convert a word to numerical representation of that word based on its semantic meaning, not really the exact keyword matching, but on the semantic meaning. So what does it help with? I can take a class on this if you need it. It turns a word, it turns an word, transforms a word into a vector, and then for storing that vector, we have used ChromaDB because it is lightweight and it is Python friendly. I have used it. And why did I use BG small? Because other models were too heavy for my light project, and also I am hosting this on Streamlit free cloud services, so it was not really allowing me to host anything that was bigger in sizes, so I have to go for the smaller, and it was a perfect balance. I saw that it was perfect balance for the what could I say, for the computational cost and also for the size. So I that is why I use this, and also because the Streamlit reruns the script every time the state changes, so it will keep rerunning the embedding model, which will give us more cost. So for stopping that cost, or for stopping to make it reload every single time, I have used cache here. I did what I did. I cached the entire embeddings because our data document is not changing again and again. I have already I've already made another one of my project which will deal with the red document if it changes too much or if it changes again and again. That red document on that red document I have used FICE database. So again, I'm going to the main token here, as you can see. So I have also cached the ChromaDB system because ChromaDB can be we can create the parsers directory once and then we will not need to parse it again. So that is why I have tried use there, and also I chunked the whole databases into smaller chunks. I have divided the whole database into smaller chunks so the context can be found easily. And then, as you can see, I have given a lot of models. If one of the model does not really work or that cannot initialize, the other model will take over. But this is not really runtime error handling. This is just initialization error handling. So I will obviously add runtime error handling here, which I haven't yet. And here, as you can see, get response here, yes. And yes, there is also another thing. I have used two retriever system here. One is BM25 Retriever and another is a vector similarity retriever or vector retriever, you can say. So what does those both do and why did I have to use two here? So for vector retriever uses vector similarity. And what does vector similarity mean? Vector similarity means it will search for semantic similarity, not exact keywords. Like if I say if a customer asks for ultramail, it is a perfume name, so the retriever will try to collect all the data or all the chunks from our rec system, from our databases that contains contains similar words of mail. Like what could be the similar of mail? Could be man, could be maybe a human, I don't know, something. Everything similar to men will get extracted, but that is not good for really our system, because ultramail here does not really meaning here anything here. It just it's just a name. So for that reason, I have also added BM25 Retriever here, which does what? It searches for exact keyword match. It searches for exact keyword match from our databases, from our reg document, and wherever it will find the exact keyword match, it will take that chunk and give it to our LLM. So as we have product description too, not only the product names, we also have product description too. So on our reg database, we have product description which needs semantic meaning, semantic similarity, because if a customer asks for fresh smells and on our databases, one perfume has notes named C notes. What does C notes mean? C notes means fresh smells, or maybe it has used bergamot notes. So what does bergamot means? Bergamot means fresh smells. So it will try to. So our database also needs semantic meaning. Semantic meaning means not really the exact word, but the meaning behind it. So our database, so our system needs semantic meaning as well as it also needs exact word matching. So for these two, we have used two different vectors, two different retriever systems. One is BM25, one is vector retriever, or you can say similarity retriever. So and we used Ensemble Retriever system here, and I have given it both the same weights. It is not really ideal, but it was worth to for the start, and it turned out pretty good. If needed, I would try to it would be better to find out which combination turns out good by testing it, but I did not really give it very much thought. I will try it if needed for later. So now and then, as you can see, I have also which history I'm sending as a context to LLM. I have made the last three chat history, last three messages to go to the LLM as a chat history. So why did I do that? I did that because our token limit is limited. As you can already see or already know that we are using free API here, so it will not really give us unlimited usage. So for that reason, I made the history smaller, so that it will remember the context after 3 messages, but after 3 messages it will not remember. So it is saving us in a way, and also it is creating another problem here. So what could be done here better? So I can use a memory compression system, or maybe a summarization system, or I can use other memory management systems here, which I will use. I'm already thinking of using memory compression, but also I'm thinking about prompt caching here, because OpenAI allows prompt caching. If I can get onto a model from OpenAI using Groq Cloud or maybe Agent Router, I will try to apply the prompt caching here, which will help us greatly. Also, after that, you are seeing the exact template, which might not be shown, but as this is a this is not really just I'm just showing you the course. So I don't think it is a problem to show you, as you can see. Already you have seen. So but normally the system prompt is very sensitive, because any hacker or anyone wants to, if they want to get our databases, like a business databases is very secure thing, or is very important thing for them, because they don't really want their customers ID, customers information to get leaked, because in that way another business can use that information and can advertise to them personalized using personalization, and can make them their customers. So this is a big problem. Also there is a customer data security system here, concern here. So but as our model does not really store any databases here or any data here, so it is not really big of a problem. But this is not production, this is not good for production. I'm just clarifying that this is not good for production. I'm just done it. And as you can see, if there is no chat history, it will first show you the messages we saw. And here as you can see, I added some picture links. If I edit those picture links, it will automatically update on the Perfume Zone AI. But I'm just showing you this. And then as you can see, the other things and blah 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 others. So this is basically our AI. We can ask it anything, as I have already explained. But it is mainly built so that we can automate our businesses, or automate the businesses I'm working on. It will help the business to reduce the moderator costs greatly, because a moderator's main job is to make the buyer understand, or suggest to the buyers that which item he may need, which item may be perfect for him, may be perfect for him. So that work is already done by this, and I have made the initial language Bengali. Because why I have made the initial language Bengali? Because most of the Perfume Zone's customers are really bad at I'm not really insulting them, but most of the customers prefer in the messages in Bengali. So I have tried to keep this in Bengali. So this is all about the message, all about the Perfume Zone AI. And this is a project that I am greatly proud of. I can proudly say that I've made the project. I've made this project, and I wanted to talk about it. Thank you for watching. Assalamu alaikum.